Hey y'all, and welcome to Thursday training at noon. This is actually pre-recorded the night before because I forgot my husband had a dentist appointment that I have to drive him home from, getting a tooth pulled. Whoopsie. So yeah, this is not going to be live, but that's okay. Please tune in. Thank you, Cassie, for letting me talk to the team here. So today we're going to be talking about ways to approach possible new teammates, how to sponsor, get new recruits, whatever you want to call it. So basically I got to condense 2.5 pages of notes into like 10-ish minutes. So y'all bear with me. I already talk fast, so I'm going to try and talk even faster. Or maybe I'll just try to speak clearer. I don't know. So anyway, here we go. Get a notepad and a pen because you're going to want to take notes. Okay? Okay, here we go. The first thing you need to do is brainstorm. You need to think of 10 people and number your paper 1 through 10. 10 people that come to mind when you think of awesome personality. They don't have to be outgoing, but sometimes that can work in their favor. So if you know anyone who's really outgoing, someone who may work at a place that is huge, has a lot of coworkers, someone you know that may be struggling, someone you know that may be affected by this whole pandemic thing and maybe is looking for ways to bring in some extra money. People who have told you they are unhappy with their current career or their current job choice, people who are struggling to find childcare, things like that. You need to think outside the box, and you need to not limit your thoughts. Don't think of someone and go, no, they probably wouldn't want to because you're not in their brain. You don't know what's going on inside their head or their heart. So don't cut anybody off because you assume they don't want this opportunity. Because if you never offer it to them, they're never going to know about it. They're never even going to know it was a thing. They're never even going to know you thought they could succeed on your team. They'll never know any of that. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit them by assuming that it's not for them. Only they can make that choice. Okay? So once you have your list of 10 people that you think could rock this business, that is your dream team. So these are people, you are not going to spam them. You are not going to start cold messaging them. You ready? Here it goes. Hey, girl. We all get those, don't we? We love them, right? No, don't be that person. Hey, girl. Just wanted to let you know I have this awesome opportunity I wanted to offer you. No, that's going to get you a big fat no. Please don't do that. Don't send a random message. If you haven't already been having a conversation, please do not interject. Hey, you want to join this business? Hey, you want to join my team? That's also going to get you a big fat no. Please don't do that. You have to build a relationship, and you have to plant seeds. Compliment the traits in your friends that you see in them that would make them amazing at this, like being outgoing, being a people person, able to talk to anyone, commanding the attention in a room when they come in. That's not always a bad thing. That's a good thing. You know, that they're very patient. We have to have patience, right? That they're really good at handling money. They're really good at this. They're really good at that. Compliment them on that. That builds them up, so when the time comes for you to have that conversation, they're already feeling good about themselves. They're already in the I could do this mindset. They're not in the I don't think I could mindset. You already built them up. Not by, don't be fake about it. I mean, obviously you want to be genuine. You want to compliment genuine traits, so it's actually a real relationship. You don't want to build a bunch of fake relationships that flake out. So be careful in how you word things, but definitely compliment your friends and the traits that you see in them. If you have a host that puts in a ton of effort for her party, say it was a basket party or bag party or whatever, she took some samples and catalogs to work and she brought back like $500 or $600 in orders. She would be amazing at this business because she did your job for you. If it wasn't even an online party and it was just her going around and getting orders, she did your job. She's doing what you do already, but you're going to get paid for it. So at the end of that party, let her know, A, she could flip those rewards and start for free or very deeply discounted with a host kit, but also she could or could have gotten paid X amount of commission that you would make off that party. Let them know that. Even if they say no right now, they may start thinking about that later. Say something comes up, or they get laid off, or they need to bring in more income, and they go, you know, I did that Scentsy party that one time and I sold $500 and I could have made X amount of dollars that night. Let me call her. Let me message her. Let me email her. So you never know. You have to plant those seeds. If you don't plant the seeds, nothing's going to grow. That's just basic gardening. So you have to plant the seeds. Be an excuse buster. But being an excuse buster, you're going to have to bust your own excuses. When you offer, obviously be careful how you word things. You don't want to tick anybody off and turn them off completely. But when they say, oh, well, I really don't have time. Oh, well, let me tell you how I fit it in my busy schedule, because I didn't think I had time either, but here's how I do it, you know, or whatever. Just flow with the conversation. But you have to be an excuse buster, because a lot of people will automatically assume they don't have time or they don't have the money because they don't know that it can be done as a hobbyist. They don't know that they only have to submit 200 every 4 months to stay a consultant, which right now they're not even canceling anybody. So people from May are still consultants. So they don't know all of that. So it's not that they're just brushing you off because they don't really want to do it. They legit may think they don't have time, or they legit may think they don't have the money because they think it costs $100, period. They may not know about the host kit yet. They may not know they could get their host kit for free. They may not know that a couple times a year, sometimes we have, you know, $15 or $20 or whatever join specials. They don't know that. They're not mind readers. And like I said, if you don't plant the seed, nothing grows. So even if you say all that and you let them know about the join special, or you let them know about the host kit and they still say no, you still planted a seed. It's not, unless they say no, and please don't ever ask me again. It's not actually a flat out no. It's a no for now, but you can reapproach it later on. I'm not saying badger them or hound them, but you can check back in a few months or whatever, because you never know what is happening with that seed you planted. Stay positive. Lead by example. Lead by example. They're not on your team yet, but you still want to lead by example. If you complain about your job all the time, if you make it seem hard or boring or like it doesn't work for you, no one is going to want to join your team. You know, if you post all the time about, oh, I can never get parties, nobody ever wants to book for me, or nobody ever orders, or whatever, you know, if you're just negative Nancy, no one's going to want to be part of that, you know? You have to be personal. You have to be intentional with your follow-ups, with your social media post, all of that. You have to be intentional with it. You can't, we've talked about flyers before. You can't just post a random flyer once a month and that's all you talk about your business. People are going to forget that you do Scentsy, that you sell Scentsy, if they're not constantly. Now, don't spam them with flyers. That's not what I'm saying. But you still have to keep it relevant. You have to keep it consistent. You have to continually post every single day if you're running it online. Some people don't have social media, and that's fine. But they are consistently following up with people. They are constantly reaching out by text or email or phone calls. Ugh, not me. I don't do phone calls, period. I don't answer phone calls. If it's not my mom or my husband or a kid, I try not to answer unless it may be an emergency. I don't know. It's a whole social anxiety thing, but whatever. But, you know, I'm making it work. I'm working it for me. I'm working on Facebook. That's how I do it. That works for me. So find what works for you, stick with it, but you have to be consistent at whichever avenue that you chose. If you're not consistent with it, you're just going to fall off people's radar, and that's not good for you. That's not going to keep your business going and growing. People are watching you, especially if you are running your business on social media. If it looks fun, if it looks inviting, if it looks easy, if it looks rewarding, people will come to you. We have some people on our team, shout out, woo woo, I'm not going to name names, but that reached out to me. Hey, I think I want to do this. I would like to think that it's because I keep my profile positive and upbeat, and I am transparent. I am an open book. I post everything. If I get little charms in the mail, if I get a happy mail from a director above me, if I get luggage, I'm posting about it. I'm showing, like, look, I'm being rewarded for the hard work I'm putting in, you know, and you guys helped me get there, you know, thank you so much. And I post about my kids and, you know, my chickens and my ducks, and I post all of that too. but Scentsy is a part of my life now. I'm a Scentsy lifer. Like, it's just become ingrained in my daily to do. Tonight I posted a story and a post about the Cozy Cardigan bath soak. I didn't put a link. I didn't say order with me today. I just posted, wow, this stuff is heaven and I have a new favorite, something like that. Cute little song, a little boomerang video of me pouring it in the bathtub. Nothing too fancy, but I'm keeping it positive. I'm keeping it upbeat. I'm keeping Scentsy in front of people, and people come to me. I get messages almost every single day. Somebody needs a refill, or somebody needs to order. Hey, I saw your post. I want to order that warmer. Hey, I saw that this is coming out. I want to order it. If you're not posting that we have launches coming out 2, 3, 4 times a month, people don't know. If you're the only Scentsy consultant on their timeline, they have no clue that we have all these awesome things coming out if you're not telling them. If you're not posting it on your social media and you're not emailing them and you're not texting or whatever or calling, no one knows. So you're like hiding this little secret. So you have to be consistent. You have to keep up to date. You have to share the news as it comes out. If you see one of the upline post something, hey, check your news tab. You should be checking your news tab every day. I get up in the morning, I check my news tab, my workstation, see what our numbers are as a team, see how the team's doing, and I check the news tab, see if anything else is happening that day, if there's any announcements or whatever. Working a business, that should become your priority. If it's not when you first get up, maybe at night before you go to bed, get on there and see if there's anything new going on, That's just standard operating procedure for running any business, really. You have to know what's going on and you have to spread the word. And that falls on you. You own your own business. You can run it however you like, but you can also run it into the ground if you like. The fastest way to do that is to let it dwindle. If you started with a fire and you feel that fire kind of going out, register for World Tour and or Scentsy Family Reunion if that was coming up. Stay in the loop, stay engaged with your team and your upline, and get that fire back if you feel that fire going out. Because as soon as you let that fire die and you stop consistently working, your business is just going to fall to pieces. And then what are you here for? I'm not saying if you haven't been posting it's too late for you. It's never too late. It's never, never, never too late, because Scentsy is always rocking amazing products and we always have something for everyone. So whenever you're ready, pick it up and run with it. You can't fall behind. You can't be late at something. You can't be done. You can't quit unless you decide you're done. If you decide you quit, if you stop everything and don't pick it back up ever, you let your business die. It didn't die for you. It didn't die on its own. You let it die. And obviously, if that's something you want to do, you can. And we're not judging you for it. But if you want to keep going and keep growing, you got to be consistent. I feel like I just went off a whole nother tangent that I didn't plan on going on. Sorry, Cassie. And I'm at about 13 and a half minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up real quick. But yes, I am here to help. Christina's here to help. Cassie's here to help. Your sponsor is here to help. If you are not directly under one of us, you have a sponsor, the person that you enrolled under. If they're not very active, or you feel like they're not very helpful, or they can't answer your question or whatever, obviously you want to reach out to them first. But then reach out to your upline. We are here to help you. We want to see everyone succeed. We would love to see everyone hit director and above, because we are experiencing now what we've worked so hard for the last year or two. Last month was my 2-year anniversary, and I'm director. Christina's director, Cassie's director, and we all kind of did that together right about the same time. But yeah, you get out of it what you put into it. So if you're not sowing into it, you're not going to reap the benefits. So if you're ready to sow and you're ready to reap, let us know and we can hook you up. Okay? All right, I'm at almost 15 minutes, so I'm going to go. I hope that was helpful. I hope I didn't just ramble and hurt everybody's feelings, because that was not my intent. I just want to see everybody do well and succeed. So yeah, drop me some comments and let me know if I totally sucked or if I helped you at all. Okay? Much love, guys. Thanks, Cassie. Bye.